have this phrase that we talk about called watering the bamboo. And for people who don't know, when you plant bamboo, you got to keep watering that over and over again with absolutely no visible result. But then all of a sudden, boom, bamboo starts to shoot up and goes as high as it possibly can.
You'll find that the YMCA really impacts more than just a place to work out. And quite frankly, the campaign every year is to kind of show that.
What we have planned right now is a partnership with the YMCA and the Muncie Community Schools, specifically with the building project that'll be right there on our campus. What folks will realize is Muncie Central and the YMCA in this partnership, it will be a safe space. And safe in the sense that you can be who you are. We want our students to have a positive educational experience that hopefully will provide them an education that whatever door they need open for what's next in life will be able to be open for them.
It's neat to see the young people come in and the promise they have as a freshman to when they are leaders as a senior, Delta, Muncie Central, Yorktown, and et cetera. They all interact with each other, and the Y is a community space for them to allow themselves to do that.
With having a resource like this right here, literally in our backyard, we want our students to have a sense of pride to know that a lot of the things that will be happening at the YMCA are specifically geared to what they're doing. And hopefully they can look back at some point in time and realize that, that doesn't exist everywhere. That is something that was completely unique to Muncie, Indiana, and Muncie Central. We're hoping to build a great sense of pride from our students in the YMCA.
I feel strongly in that as they move through their lives to have that opportunity. It's the same thing with people having the opportunity to be a part of something bigger than just a place to work out. At every time of the day, you see young people, you see young adults, you see young families, then you see established 45 to 50-year-old families, and then you see 65 plus. All times of the day, and it's a true indication that if you ask the question, who does the Y reach? Well, it reaches everybody.
I don't think I really had a chance to pay attention to me until we were prompted to in Live Strong class. I went through breast cancer at 36 years old. I had just adopted twin girls the year before, and I was in the Live Strong program maybe 2018, but I didn't make it through that one. I was a dropout. I got another chance in the summer of 21. I've talked to a lot of cancer survivors, and it's pretty universal that you feel that your body's betrayed you. It's for any cancer survivor, even someone going through cancer at the moment. To be honest, I think my mind had to forgive my body. Even if you come and check it out, and see that, okay, it doesn't feel comfortable right now, or I don't feel well enough. And that's reality sometimes. But just say yes to the opportunity. It planted enough of a seed. I knew that was what I needed. I just couldn't do it at the time. I live alone, so I knew I was gonna need friends, which I call family. And I got them, and a major vehicle was the Live Strong program at the Y.
Two little girls, Joanna and Marin.
They're awesome. My girls are great. They are creative, they're fun, they're artistic. They're both so bubbly, they're both so outgoing. So having them in a setting like the Mitchell Center really just allows for them to take advantage of that, to be bubbly, to kind of express themselves with other people. It's cool to see that come to light.
All the opportunities to be outside, outdoors, the art classroom, playing hard, not stuck inside all the time. The 3-year-old's the one that loves getting outside, and we got a photo the other day, and she had a worm in her hand, and she's playing with insects outside, you know what I mean? Like, that's just not something, she's obviously going to be exposed to in the home, and something so simple but is new for her, and she's enjoyed that, and that's not something you find everywhere.
There we go. A lot of us have our own personal connection to the YMCA. Being able to tell that story is impressive.
My daughter, she's pretty much involved in almost every program that they offer, and if that be through after school care, before school care, Camp Crosby.
Being at camp, being in the outdoors, and being active is so instrumental in the development of a kid.
It's insane how close they come together. I know last week my cabin, they came in, none of them talked to each other for the first day. That was really tough, but after that, like at the end of the week, they're like brothers. They gave each other like their cell phone numbers, their emails. It was just really cool to see them grow together like that and just grow as human beings over.
Being at camp and being in this atmosphere is one of the first places where they've been able to fully just be themselves and be accepted for that, and that gives them the confidence going home to continue to do that. Maybe take that into how they help other people and how they do certain things. And so I think that growth and that understanding of themselves and a confidence in themselves is the biggest thing that they take home.
It gives the kids an opportunity to get a sense of belonging, a place where they can feel or call a place home. Camp gives an opportunity to build relationships, not only with kids from all over the world, but also build relationships with adults. Camp is so instrumental in just the overall development of campers.
She's not around a lot of kids, of course, so before she was shy, not very comfortable. It helps her, socialize, and just as far as her behavior, she picks up tools and skills along the way that she definitely use later in life. No out-of-pocket expense for me. It helped me, and she loved it. I just want her to continue to be in the Y, and the Y lets her figure out what she loves.
If no one's told you childcare is expensive, having kids is expensive. The Y being so generous to just our family and other families as well, being an affordable resource for us to know that our kids are safe during the day, so we can work, so we can pursue education, so we can be involved in the community and do other things to give back as well, is huge. That impact is kind of undeniable.
Yes, there's an ask, and yes, we need funds to be able to make all of these things happen. But ultimately, at the end of the day, when we give of our time or our treasure, we want to make sure that organization or that event or what we're doing to raise funds for is in line with our values.
What's really beautiful about this is it truly goes to the programs. And every organization wants to say, hey, the next year is going to be the best year yet, and with your help, we're going to grow. And we feel super strongly about that this year. There's a lot of exciting things coming.
The discount that we have been given has lessened some of that like paycheck to paycheck, and we feel like we're able to provide for our kids at home, but also make sure that they've got the best care that they can have.
Man, you're gonna get me emotional now. We want a great positive experience. I think it's opportunity. I think diversity. And maybe not just the way that folks look, but just the different backgrounds in which we come from, and being able to come together for a common cause. The YMCA is life-changing. And what I mean by that is it offers opportunities for students and adults alike to be met where they are, define what success is, and then put the tools and resources in place for success to be attained.
The birdie walks the line, just use those wings and rise. Moon mother, open your eyes. Moon mother, this magic's just begun.
You've got folks who've survived something pretty traumatic. People that help the program, be here at the Y and be where, the survivors can come in and it's free of charge. Thank you. Thank you. The gratefulness factor is sure there. It is worth it.
So at the end of the day, plant a seed. Be resilient. Keep fighting the good fight and keep being invested. Because at some point in time when you least expect it, you're going to see a return on that investment. And what I can promise the folks that are in the audience tonight is that there will be a massive return on that investment. So please join us in doing that.
What's there to hold in the light of this moon? My mind keeps searching, but my heart decides. Thoughts can be cruel, they're not mine to hold. The space unravels when you